Groom whose paralyzed bride walked down aisle at wedding calls it best thing in the world.
But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories.
For most grooms, their wedding is the happiest day of their life. For Glenn Hitchcock, it was just that, and then some. On Saturday, Glenn, 29, watched with tears in his eyes as his new wife Brittany, 26, walked down the aisle at their wedding. The scene was extra emotional as Brittany, who became paralyzed in an ATV crash 4 years ago, had been told she would never walk again. Seeing her walk down the aisle, it was amazing, Glenn recalls on Monday's episode of People, the TV show. Every type of emotion came to mind at that time, and it was just so amazing to see her walk all the way there and back with me. It was just the best thing in the world. Neither one of us really expected it, but I knew once she said she was going to, she did, and she was going to, he continues. Anytime she puts her mind to something, it's going to happen one way or another. Brittany's determination to get back on her feet started immediately after her accident in June 2017. Though Indiana doctors told her she wouldn't walk again, the pregnant mom of 2 says she refused to accept that. I just knew that I had to overcome, the doctor, saying, "Oh, you're not going to walk again." I just kept pushing myself, she explains. Things only intensified for Brittany after she started dating Glenn in April 2018, and he proposed a year and a half later. That's when I knew that I had to get better, to get out of that hospital and figure out what I want to do for my wedding, she explains. It was important to me because I got to watch my sisters walk down the aisle with my dad, and I knew I really wanted to do that. After several surgeries and a serious infection, Brittany was finally discharged from the hospital and started going to physical therapy multiple times per week. Though she felt discouraged at times, Brittany always remained focused on her goal, and the fact that Glenn was there rooting her on for every step of the way. I wanted to give up, but there are so many paraplegics out there that are doing exactly what I'm doing. And some of them are further along than me, and they inspire me to do better for myself and my family, she says. Glenn pushes me as hard as he can, and I really appreciate all the comments and stuff he gives me. He's a really great helper and a lover. He just does it all, adds Glenn. It has been draining sometimes, and sure we've gotten into arguments about it sometimes, but I know that if I was in the same predicament she would do the same for me because she's always there for me, and strives me to push. Eventually, her hard work paid off and Brittany was ready to walk with the assistance of a walker. Ahead of the big day, the couple had their rehearsal, where Brittany practiced walking down the aisle for the first time. I cried more, and I think there was a lot more tears that day, she recalls. But the day of the wedding was a lot. It went smooth, but it was still nerve-wracking because I was in a longer dress and I had a veil on. And there were more people staring, and then when I looked out to the crowd they all had tears in their eyes and I just felt amazed that they were all there for me and Glenn, she adds. Looking ahead, the couple is preparing to welcome their first child together. The pair each have a 7-year-old son from previous relationships, while Brittany hopes to make more progress with her walking. It's crazy, I didn't think I would get this far, she says. I think if I keep going, I think I'll be able to walk. I may not walk more. I'm over the moon honestly, adds Glenn. I know she is going to get out of this chair eventually. It's just a matter of time. As she sets out to continue making progress, Brittany hopes her story will inspire others in similar situations. I want people to accomplish their goals and not be afraid to do something that they're scared of because you never know how the outcome will be, she says. I see people every day that's worse than me, and I keep telling them, just keep pushing yourself. And they do. That's the best part about it, is seeing people that inspire me, and then I can inspire other people.